most likely a hawk scouting you when the smoke ends. So people can just pre-cast their stuns. Oh, Madara. He's more tankier than people think.
Yeah, that barrier with the hood is going to help him quite a bit here. Glimpse, swap out, might screw over Spartan. Will it save him though? Spartan does have Scarlet nearby, will drop another Ice Path. There's a Bat Rider that will cut him off. And Spartan's now going to try to just buy as much time as possible, but there's no chance he can... Oh, or is there? Roshan? Oh, will get the deny! So ultimately, Madara saves himself by sacrificing a Jakiro. Totally worth it in the end, and ProDota, even with blinking on the Queen of Pain, on the Bat Rider, still can't catch up to that Jakiro. Sick plays from Mouse.
That right there is that I want, like, two people, like, okay, let's kill Madara, even though he's popped up. Then the three are like, but maybe we should kill the Jakiro that's kind of free, and then like they hesitate, and then it ends up Jakiro denying himself. And I think Mouse is gonna take huge control over this game now. Already, when the map becomes badass game. I mean, it would have been cooler if Kaiser won thanks to the Radiance instead of winning the game and then buying it. So
it doesn't count. Does not count at all.
I don't think it counts, really.
That's unfortunate for the Quap, but still, I mean, the stats are there. You just take the endgame stats, right? That's how everything works. But either way, it is going to be ProDota to claim probably not the most comfortable victory in the world, but hey, a win is a win. Can't really complain about it either way. Mousesports, it just seems like they weren't able to get their initiations off as cleanly as ProDota. It seemed like every single time was bait, right? It wasn't really a bait, and now he's gonna get leashed down because he was still standing still. I don't know why, Milan. Why are you doing this? Dagger should kill him off. Actually, it'll be Skylark jumping in. Off to the side, MNT will leash down the Shaker, and he has no escape. He has a good Echo Slam here for damage value, but he's not going to use it because he needs that cooldown. It's going to be a 3 kill for Mouse, plus a tower. I mean, they're in MNT.
You don't really want to initiate with the Rock, though.
Well, they do it anyway. They drop it most into J4. Ice Path's going to make a wall. Duel is in the middle, and Ursa's actually killing himself. Ursa will survive, pops the cheese, and now he's looking for more. Oh no, Madara is dropping very low, very quickly. Hit with the lasso, can't sunder either. 3-0 so far. They catch a 4th with the Ice Path. MNT will slow roast, actually fast roast since he uses the ethereal form. Resigns himself to death, and it's only the Queen of Pain to escape that situation. That was so close to being great for Mouse. If they were just able to kill off that Ursa, they would have taken that, I think. But now it's a 4-0. ProDota have free access to the Roche, free access to high ground, and no one has buyback.
Yeah, that was almost so close, and it feels so much worse, you know, when like you're so far behind, and then you almost. And I mean, I think the earlier bat rider had better form, but this is like the normal bat rather than the insane bat that we saw earlier. So this is a pretty good pace. Magnus though is doing really good actually. He's keeping up to this bat rider that's got a lot of stacks. So that's pretty impressive in itself.
Well, you say that.
Go down.
And then he skewers out, but there's tether movement speed. Cheshire Cat's still not fast enough. They do force out the RP, which does nothing in the end. Hanskin looking for a glimpse back on a Cheshire Cat will bring him right back into the shockwave, into the tower, and it will be the Bat Rider to fall. Even Loda teleporting in.
I'm not sure about that Loda TP.
Yeah, for some reason, should have cancelled it. There's no fight outside that bat, but still making aggressive play towards Magnus, fall just short. RP being down is irrelevant. We could say they used RP to kill off the Bat Rider, right? That's what happened. And Loda often does make these rotations towards the off lane just to try to take this tower.
And earlier Blink on Bat as well as the Dragon and stuff like that. All top lane though.
Oh no.
Everybody is probably being...
Oh, Nightmare!
Nightmare!
Oh my god, always wanna fly is a god. Confirmed. Still Terrorblade, Shockwave, and the Thunderstrike. He's gonna get the Sunder off! He's still alive! And now the backup's coming in, the Bat Rider's overhead, and the Terrorblade is A-okay. They're gonna turn things around, kill off 2 at least. Now onto Hanskin as well, bump it back into the fire. It's a double kill for Cheshire Cat. What a godly set of plays from everyone on Gambit. And that's what they need. Oh my lord.
Oh my god, that was brutal.
I don't even...
They could potentially think about high ground. The high ground defense is not good from Alliance until the Blink Dagger is up on Magnus, man. He is so far away. They don't know that he's that far away though, so we'll see how far they were willing to go.
Well, they are going to take down a free tier 2. Cheshire Cat still is on the hunt. There is a Disruptor, there's a Lina, there is a Relocate onto said Disruptor. Here comes Jonathan with the RP, landing onto 2. Hanskin's going to land a Static Storm as well, and now the Lina's damage output. No save is here for the relocation duo. Always want to fly, looking for Hanskin. Not quite going to get him, but Cheshire Cat should be able to lock this down. And onto Slash is going to be kind of dodged by the glimpse, but it doesn't matter, they still got the kill. Is going to get them enough time to get the double life, though. They're going to put Bignum in the front. That's not where you want to be. As the little IO, Jonas Van going to jump right in. Mechanism keeping Bignum alive for a little while longer, and they do have Viper and Terrorblade, actually both separated, going to kill off the Lina first. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Hanskin is kind of in the middle of... They're just going to walk in and take racks. Are you kidding me? Easiest racks of their life. They can stick around for range if they want to. Loda's finally coming back, but... Oh, man. That hurts, man. That hurts to watch.
I don't think that should have happened that easily. I think that tier 3 should have died when they committed.
Picked off. There is no RP. They do try to pick off the Bat Rider, but even if they get him at this point, his work is already done. They'll lose the mag. Night Stalker forced to buy out. Viper is still just perfectly healthy. Loda's gonna jump in for an Omni Slash that'll do like 10 damage to someone. This game is so over. They just don't have any damage to kill off this Viper or this Terrorblade, let alone both.
They refuse to GG out.
Never give up, never surrender.
Yeah. Jules on Terrorblade. Oh, is IO maybe dying? Never mind. Yeah, that was a pretty one-sided game overall. However, I think Alliance did some good things. I guess the Viper was kind of like did so much more than anyone expected. I guess, you know, kind of did more than he should have, I feel like, and that kind of made the game too hard.
It feels like everyone on Gambit did a lot more than they should have. Like, you know, Bane is not exactly a dazzle, yet here we are seeing Bane's save his allies at crucial moments in crucial early game team fights. Cheshire Cat constantly getting the scouts out and picking off. King didn't even burrow strike the Bat Rider, he burrow struck like Avenge. That's irrelevant.
Yeah, Slark had BKB actually, and he could have BKB'd ultimate at turn, but he was very low, so I'm not too surprised he... I don't know, I think he did press it in time only. That was such a quick play by Lim. He didn't have vision in pit, right? It looked like he lassoed instantly, but I think he blinked in blind, so that was some...
Fortification, Ember wants to go in with Cheshire Cat here as well. Burrow Strike is going to land onto the Hanskin, ends up swapping his friendlies out. Bolsonova still ticking away. Hanskin is glimmering. No, not quite. And now the Leshrac, who's out of mana, will also probably fall. He's going to try to race for Always Want to Fly, but that's not going to happen up against the Brain Sap. And off to super dead now. Burrow Strike onto 2 is great. The Slark is going to jump in as well. They get the grip onto the Sven. It's lasting for a very long time, but there's not enough damage. Now he's going to turn around, start cleaving through the Dragons, and Always Want to Fly. They already lose the Bane. They're going to lose the Ember Spirit, and even with the Epicenter coming in, it's not enough damage. The Slark is going to get the Sven, but again, it's at such a steep cost. Bignum is going to try to TP out. That's not going to happen. No one on Gambit has buyback. They're going to call it GG. Alliance push it to a game 3. This was pretty convincing. Limp's Bat Rider, though. Mid lane Bat, haven't seen it in, again, easily years, but it worked out pretty well.
I mean, it's not, he's played it before. It's not the most common, but it's definitely one of those niche picks that Alliance does more often than maybe other teams, or probably one of the teams that does it the most honestly, even though it's rare. So it's not like it's not a comfort hero completely. But pretty good play. I think Gambit, in the end, like, you know, they looked strong even.
The mansion is just ahead.
No. But Troll Warlord, even though he did go down, still having a pretty good time CSing in this mid lane.
Oh, sorry, I almost died to my coffee. I'm back now. I didn't really hear what you say, but you probably said something very insightful.
No, it was mostly just BSing about Troll in the mid lane.
pretty unfortunate in that regard, but they got 4 kills, so you know, you can't really complain.
And Magnus getting free farm is something that's really, really hard to deal with, even if you do have the extra items on your supports. Now, obviously, he's going to be funneling a lot of that power into the Troll, into the Razor. Also, a faster set of Arcanes and Blink. So for mid lane, though, Kuman, as far as picks are concerned, doing a hell of a lot.
Yeah, they're this is some they're just running around, you know, hunting like nothing else. Pablo, oh, this team is scared. Can he get the block off? This is gonna be hard. Is Lim fast enough? CM has boots. It's still
there's a Batten coming from the south.
Jonas on fan is coming. I think
Run, CM.
Fly is satisfied with the bounty. It's like, I got the bounty boys. I scouted 3 people. Pretty good item.
Can you even hard dispel it off? I don't even know anymore, man.
I think maybe. I am not 100% sure. I haven't seen it enough either. I feel like people haven't gone it that much as I thought.
Well, hey, there's an Abaddon here, so if
someone
on Gambit picks it up, well, we'll see. Maybe. Bignum, by the way, is wandering into the wrong neighborhood. Shackle not gonna work. Doesn't need to. Feed Loda a free one and Hand of Midas for some extra cash. Easy game for them. And Batrider has so far been buying a lot of time, I guess, buying a lot of space. But ultimately nowhere close to where Batrider really wants to be. Granted, he was 4th position, he was kind of pseudo-jungling, roaming as the Batrider. Blink Dagger is going to be a long way off, and as this game progresses, you will see Gambit slowly but surely kind of group more and more around this Troll Warlord, just trying to guarantee his farm with the Empower. And Alliance are kind of okay with that. They can.
Alliance will have like a 14k lead instead of a 9k lead, but they're gonna go here.
Well, I'm not sure about this. Limp doesn't have enough backup. He's gonna get skewered out. Has a short Hurricane Pike out of there, but gets lassoed back into the tier 4s. They started this fight even without Hanskin in the area, so they just give away the Aegis.
It's up to Pablo now. Pablo needs to make it
Blink, Echo Slam, Loda's in the middle of things as well, trying to go for Kuman, but they get RP'd and they cleave through by the Troll Warlord. Disgusting damage output. They slaughter them all. Oh no, Yonisafan has his ultimate popped already. Hit with the range whirling axes, slow to a crawl, is going to kill himself actually. That is not easy to do. But either way, Gambit, they call the bluff of Alliance. I'm not really sure why you make that play as the Shadow Fiend without your full team there.
I don't know. I mean, like, if you do that play, like, you need to have some kind of a sick play.
Is on the way out. Bignum giving chase to the Abaddon. And I'm not really sure how you escape this. He has a Blink Dagger. He has a Blink out. And he'll blink towards Limp to get a little bit of help. Hanskin is in the area as well, taking a lot of damage from the Razor. Just the regular right clicks. Now it's onto Jonisafan, and skewer back onto 2, grouping them up. Pablo's here as well, stunning up 2 heroes, letting Loda focus down onto the Troll, but Troll's going to turn around with the lifesteal. Just go to work. Shackle shot again, though, from Hanskin. Going to stun the Razor and the Troll Warlord, both of whom are going to fall. And Alliance, that fight lasts forever, but ultimately, yes, applause is definitely warranted. Will get a ton of kills, force out the buyback on the Troll Warlord, and go in for more, perhaps. Pablo is looking for an angle, as is Hanskin, always searching for those angles. And they will take down the tier 3. They will start beating down onto the melee racks. Jonisafan is absorbing Kuman shots like nobody's business. Easy peasy. Racks claimed. And Alliance win that fight off of really, really good kiting and some insane shackle shots.
That was so well played. Where was the 4-step from Gambit? Like, Razor was stunned for like 3 seconds and no one forced. If someone just forced him out, he would have survived easily. He probably wouldn't have been had to pop BKB. And you really need to be good on the force of usage in this kind of high level games. Like, just look at like OG when they play. Their force of usage is so good. That's really what wins you games in these scenarios, and it was not there in this scenario, and that made Troll Warlord die back more or less, or buyback. I mean.
To be fair, the only hero with 4 staff is Bignum, so it's not like they have many options as to who's going to rescue that Razor. It has to be the Batrider or bust. And if you use it in that fashion, then your initiation is kind of down the tubes, so it's definitely not the easiest call to make, but for sure it's worth saving your Razor, at least drawing Alliance a little bit closer to your own base. And then, you open up the door for a couple of skewer plays perhaps down the line, and who knows what can happen afterwards, but Alliance taking down the Razor first thing, and
Seems good.
Thank you, Frog.
Gonna go Octarine next, like I kind of mentioned. It's kind of what you do. You're just like, well, I don't really care about anything. I'm just gonna make my stuff lower cooldown because there's nothing I can get that's super valuable. So CM still 2k net worth. That seems nice. Almost got a Glimmer Cape. Could be pretty nice for her. MKB on Troll could be huge though, but he's still somewhat far away.
And we'll have to drop a pretty big item in order to get that. Limp with the Lincoln Sphere on him is going to get skewered back. He does have a lot of EHP plus that double life, so they can let him fall once and then reinitiate afterwards. They will still save him. And wow, Lasso and Static Link all onto Loda. Getting dragged back, losing all his damage. Now hits for 200, 150, about 100 now. Loda is an irrelevant damage dealer, but Limp, he's someone he has to deal with. Oh, here comes second RP. Skewer back as well. Jonas Afan and Limp both refusing to die, though. There's turn around and kill off the Bat Rider. And Limp is not being dealt with. He's going to be hit a couple times by Kuma. Ends up raising the mag for a kill. The rest of Alliance dealing with the back end. And now they're on to the racks. Limp is just not taking any damage right now. There's not enough damage coming out of Gambit. Kuman so desperately needs an MKB. With that Shine on the Shadow Fiend plus the Butterfly and all his bulk, he's just not going to die unless you have that True Strike. And they're just going to keep on bashing their way in. Kuman always want to fly. Both have to watch themselves because of exactly this. They jump in and shred the CM. Poor CM. And Nosafan by himself is going to drive away 3 heroes, letting the rest of his teammates take down the racks, and maybe even the Razor does get pushed back towards safety. But Alliance are looking at Megas right now, and Gambit don't have any more RPs. They already used 2 of them, and granted they were pretty good. The follow-up just was lacking.
I think this is Megas for sure. Oh, Kuman stun, can he follow up?
Pablo chain stunning the 2 of them, power shot through, as well as Limp's right clicks onto the Troll Warlord. He's fairly durable himself.
Oh, what?
But he's just not doing enough. Like, they're just driving him all back. Jonas Fan gonna take a bath in the enemy fountain, because why the hell not? Pulled back in. Okay, maybe this is why not. Can they kill off Jonas Fan with the help of the fountain? Force staff run. I believe, Abaddon. I believe. Shield. They can't even kill him. They can't even kill him.
That's a pretty old frog hero right there, I'd say. Super good when it's 25 and gets these kind of items. And that's Megas and 40k net worth lead for Alliance. Meanwhile, Razor seems kind of irrelevant at this stage. It's basically Magnus and Troll versus